Are you in need of trustworthy and expert writing assistance? When looking for a professional writer, ukprowriters.com is your best choice. Our website has a wide variety of writing services, from research papers to creative writing, all of which are produced by our in-house team of expert authors. Because of our extensive experience in the sector, we understand how crucial it is to provide readers with well-written content. So, we exert much effort to produce papers that not only meet but also exceed your specific criteria and anticipations. The team of writers we use have the skills and ability to generate any kind of writing you want, whether it a research paper, a business proposal, or a personal essay. Then why wait? We are here to help you achieve all of your writing goals, so please visit ukprowriters.com right now. Our discussion for today revolves around the significance of critical thinking in academic writing. Academic writing is more than just putting words on paper. It also requires critical thinking skills to assess and make sense of information. Critical thinking is crucial in academic writing because it allows for several perspectives on a topic and the development of well-reasoned arguments. In this article, we'll look at why critical thinking is so important in the classroom and how you may utilize it to craft better papers. In its simplest form, critical thinking may be defined as the ability to analyze and evaluate data in order to draw reasonable conclusions. Academic papers rely on critical thinking to evaluate the validity of the claims made and the effectiveness of the evidence given in support of those claims. Understanding the author's own preconceptions and prejudices about a topic is an important step towards writing about it effectively. Writers benefit from going deeper than the topic's surface level. When it comes to academic writing, the goal of critical thinking is to provide writers with a method that will help them build their arguments in a coherent and reasonable manner. Engaging in the discipline of critically examining material and arguments allows writers to identify weaknesses in their own arguments and make the required modifications to improve the overall quality of their writing. Authors may generate new ideas and perspectives on a topic, as well as locate gaps in the existing literature, by engaging in critical thinking. One of the main benefits of critical thinking in academic writing is that it inspires inquisitiveness and a willingness to question received wisdom. Of the many significant gains from developing one's critical thinking skills, this is a top one. This is of the biggest importance in fields where there is a great deal of ambiguity or uncertainty, since critical thinking allows writers to explore several options and come up with novel approaches to problems. Academic writing that makes use of critical thinking requires the writer to be open to challenging their own assumptions and looking into other perspectives on the topic at hand. In order to achieve this, you must be open to engaging with the literature and questioning the possible biases and assumptions behind existing studies. Being able to critically evaluate the information and arguments provided, as well as identify gaps or holes in the existing literature, is also essential. To further illustrate the necessity of critical thinking in academic writing, let's take a look at an example from the field of environmental science. A student has been tasked with writing an academic paper on the subject of climate change's impact on coastal ecosystems. The first step in the process is for the student to do research and gather data from a variety of sources, including academic journals and official government papers. When the student delves further into their newly obtained knowledge, they realize that the extent to which climate change is impacting coastal ecosystems is a matter of debate. Although some studies' findings suggest a significant impact, others suggest it's not quite as bad as was formerly thought. After a student has honed their critical thinking skills, they will be able to evaluate the validity of the claims made by various studies and determine which ones have the most weight. The student also understands that there are gaps in the literature and that further research is needed to fully grasp the impact of climate change on coastal ecosystems. As a student engages in critical thinking, they are able to generate new insights and hypotheses about the issue at hand and identify possible areas for further research. The field of literary studies provides yet another example of this. It goes without saying that reading the book in question is step one for any student tasked with writing a critical analysis paper. Then they go into the author's background and discover the works that inspired them. By using their critical thinking skills, students may identify the book's core ideas and evaluate how well they contribute to the text as a whole. This transformation occurs all through the course of the novel. The student has also realized that there is more than one way to read the text, and that none of them can be considered correct. Students may look into various interpretations of the text they're reading and use that information to formulate their own unique take on the story. Doing so is made feasible by using one's critical thinking skills. These instances show how critical thinking is required in academic writing to provide new insights, assess the strength of claims, and identify gaps in knowledge. When students apply their skills in critical thinking to their writing, they create superior papers that are well researched and give new insights into the topic. As a result, critical thinking is crucial for academic writers to effectively investigate and evaluate sources and build convincing arguments. Writers who are able to use their critical thinking skills to their work produce pieces that are both well researched and provide readers new perspectives on the topic. Since it fosters inquisitive minds and a disposition to test established beliefs, critical thinking is an essential tool for students to apply in the classroom.